So good day everyone. So before we proceed to our next topic, let me introduce myself first. I am Angeline Sanchez, and in this moment I will be discussing about the promoting engagement through participatory social practices in next generation and social media context. So as we dive into this session, here are the following that we will be encounter in this topic. That we have the technology as a disruptive force in education, developments that readers are likely to understand and encounter in the near future, artificial intelligence, and virtual reality. Technology as a disruptive force in education. So, um, we have seen dramatic shift in many sectors of society in recent years as a result of the ubiquitous social interaction taking place through new technologies as well as social media. So this disruption have had an impact on politics, business, society, and other areas, while largely leaving education alone. So um, there have been incidents, online education, which is the MOOCs, flipped classrooms or mobile learning. So learning would dramatically alter the educational landscape, but these movements have not had the impact that some predicted. So in reality, much of the formal educational system continues to function as it did decades ago. We are all surrounded by compelling and genuine opportunities to learn and grow, participate in social practices that can help almost any academic discipline or topic. We are also surrounded by an abundance of data that can be manipulated, conceptualized, and visually represented in a variety of ways engage and compel students around educational topics. So this chapter addresses the opportunities for creating varied engaging experiences upon occurring social media communication practices. Throughout this co-construction of knowledge, participants share ideas and negotiate the nature of the construction itself. Such negotiation of community behavior allows participants to contribute across a spectrum of rules, allowing an individual to take the lead on one topic or aspect of the topic while another participant assumes control over another topic. This shared responsibility can motivate participants to continue to be involved by contextualizing our instruction within the construct of these tools and social practices. We can promote student engagement in ways that we have attempted but failed for years. Situating learning within participatory social construction of knowledge allows us to approach group work tasks from an authentic, compelling, and engaging perspective. Further, as trends such as big data, artificial intelligence, and virtual reality expand in coverage, we will certainly see greater potential for customizing intelligence social media practices that engage and compel students around educational topics. The author anticipates developments the embrace of diversity of interconnected technologies to dramatically alter these practices by making them even more engaging and expanding their potential for instructions. Okay, then Kester selected some of the most obvious developments that readers are likely to understand and encounter in the near future, but this should not be considered to be exhaustive. So going to the first one, we have the augmented reality. Augmented reality is an interesting development that is already quite common in some educational contexts. AR represents opportunities for us to interact with one another and the physical world around us in wholly new ways. The screen, so it is an interactive experience that combines the real world and computer generated content. The content can span multiple sensory modalities, including visual, auditory, haptic, somatosensory, and olfactory. Augmented reality uses the existing real world environment and puts virtual information or even a virtual world on top of it to enhance the experience. Next one is the big data. So many of the most promising emerging educational technologies are built upon the foundation of big data. Many people may be unfamiliar with this term, but big data is a term that refers to the increasingly valuable and massive data collection is typically made possible by digital. So this even more focus on improving learning through the use of large data sets of authentic human behavior, student learning, and real-world communication experiences. AI or artificial intelligence. So, perhaps the one technology that will transform education is another term that warrants explanation. AI involves computing that behaves in a manner that seems like human thinking. So, AI is a set of technologies that enable computers to perform a variety of advanced functions, including the ability to see, understand, and translate spoken and written language, analyze data, make recommendations, and more. AI has permeated every aspect of our daily lives. Indeed, when AI, it works well because it is transparent to the end user. So we're used to getting the general information from digital assistants like Apple Siri and Amazon Alexa. Of seeking music predictions, will be interested in based on the music listen to one Pandora or Spotify. Rely on AI in email sorting embedded at both the server and device levels to quarantine spam, junk mail, and other suspicious messages. Bots in social media. Bots have become so commonplace in social media that many are likely to have interacted with them without knowing. In April 2017, Facebook released the chat extensions that included the ability to create a group bots and discover existing bots. So, human-computer interaction. The field of HCI has taught us much about how we use technology in various social and educational contexts. So this knowledge contributes to increased awareness as well as increased need to study more about the rules of individuals in a specific language learning context. For example, we can observe learners as they use various functions to communicate with different interlocutors to better understand how they negotiate and navigate this spaces. So this enhanced understanding will help us to design better software as well as better learning experiences. We can anticipate great improvements in this area in the future. And last is the virtual reality. One of the most obvious future trends in social media is the integration of VR. So ever since the Oculus Rift first generation 3D Google company was purchased by Facebook, observers have anticipated a dramatic shift in the direction. Of course, many other 3D Googles have been released since, and these devices are becoming fairly commonplace. While many developments in VR are constructed around the use of goggles, such as this, others are constructed within customized VR spaces that can be utilized simultaneously by multiple participants. Okay, perhaps the most important consideration when preparing for the future of education involves the evolution of teacher preparation. So to make the most of these established and emerging technologies in educational domains, we need instructors and instructional designers who recognize the potential of these technologies and can apply them to specific teaching and learning contexts. That's all, and thank you.